Good day, Libra viewers. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just Be Tarot. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for your awesome energy. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and also hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I was just shuffling for the overall energy for the Libra Collective for August 2025. Now, this is a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, please see below in the description box on how to do that. I would love to hear from you guys and connect. All right, Spirit, can I get one more to start this reading, please? One more card for overall energy. Oops, two more cards, I guess. Okay, so I feel like you are very connected to your fate right now, to the 5D, to your guardian angels, ancestors, to your higher power. I feel like there are signs coming in for you. There are obvious signs coming in for you. I just heard. But you have to connect with this energy in order for you to see the signs and relate to the signs. But you do have that power to do that. A lot of people say, I'm not, I'm not able to do that. But you are. Everybody's able to if they just try. Because I see there's a lot of messages coming in for you. Significant messages asking you to connect. I'm also seeing we have this perfect storm, which is I'm feeling like there's a fated moment coming in for you that you need to connect with your higher power to understand, for you to almost get through it, or to understand why it is coming in for you. A lot of people, after something happens, they're like, why me? Why is this happening to me? Well, I just heard the writings on the wall, or on the billboard, or on the license plate, or wherever it is, or in the book you're reading. There's signs all coming to you quickly, and if you understand the messages, I feel like Spirit's asking you to make some big changes. I know, it's like, what else? Right? What other changes can I possibly make in 2025? But there is more coming in, if you can believe that. And underneath this perfect storm, I keep getting drawn to the word courage. The courage to step into life. It's like you might be, I feel like you're being called to do more, to undertake more. I feel like you have a voice that you're not using. There's something that you need to prepare for. There's something that you need to, it's like you're going to make a big difference in people's lives. And just keep going back to this word courage, and you have to have that bravery and that courage to take that first step, to step out of your comfort zone and into the world, to connect with your higher power and see what your fate is, because you're being divinely guided into something, and to connect yourself with these energies. So it's going to resonate differently with everybody, but I'm feeling a big change, and it might knock you off your socks if you don't pay attention to what's happening, because you're being called to have courage. usually something minor. You're not asked for courage. Only big things require courage. So take that into consideration when you're meditating or contacting or connecting with your higher power. Listen, because there is a lot of things that are being downloaded for you. Okay, Spirit, I am shuffling for the Libra Collective for their greatest good for August. What do they need to know for August 2025? Don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel, please. Helps my channel circulate, and it really is free for you and really helps me a lot. So thank you very much in advance. All right, thank you. Can I have a couple thank you? All right, what do we have here? Uh-oh, I feel like you are... I feel like you might have been... It's like your cup is empty. You're the Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like you are not taking care of yourself, or somebody has drained you of all your energy, and you are feeling like you have nothing left to give right now. I do see that you're more focused on yourself and the things that matter. You might have been mixed up in something that you weren't taking care of yourself. But now you might have even come to like a wall where it's like you lost somebody, or somebody maybe walked away or gave you an ultimatum because you weren't providing enough. And now you started working on yourself and have realized that your cup is still empty. You need to keep working on yourself and realize what really matters. And the Page of Wands in reverse. Now I love the Page of Wands. Page of Wands in the upright is my favorite, one of my favorite cards. It just reminds me of like the reason why they say the youth is wasted on the young. They are just carefree. They're willing to do anything and have that fun and take the shot and not worried about the consequences of anything happening. That's why I love the Page of Wands, because they just live by the seat of their pants and really know how to have fun. And it's just so interesting to me that it's like, you know, where does that go? Well, we all become scared. We all become beings of this energy of repeat and monotony. And yes, we grow up and we have lives and we have family, but why does it have to change so drastically is the energy that I'm getting from this. So I feel like that's what's going on. Like Spirit's saying to you, why did it have to change so drastically? Why can't we go back to that feeling of you know, being youthful and getting excited about things instead of living in a monotonous lifestyle? This is a call to be. This is saying that we are being too monotonous. We are stuck in our rigid ways, and it's time to get out of those ways and seek more passion and be determined to not settle on things and be excited for life. Because right now I feel like there's, oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. I know a lot of people are scared, but there's such a lack of enthusiasm among the people that we all need to band together and not quit living. We need to all be excited and get out there a little bit more. All right, what else do we have for our Libra collective? What else do we have for the Libra collective? What else do we have for the Libra collective and their greatest good? Thank you. Ooh, so now we have the King of Cups. I feel like this is a relationship that was, and that's like a power couple relationship that went awry. Not getting along, not feeling each other's energy. You don't have the emotional capability to connect anymore. It just seems like there is something that happened that you're not feeling the emotional connection. Where there was a huge connection. That's like a power couple. That's a couple who has been together for a long time. We're talking Queen and King here. The King is not a child. The King is established. So it's like this is a seasoned couple who have been together for a long time, and they just can't find a way to emotionally connect. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to, go on your own merry ways. You could work this out. This is just energy. But for some of you, it will mean a separation. But you're always invited to work things out. You can change this energy at any time. Just because I'm reading these cards doesn't mean energy is fluid. So anything can change at any time. All right, we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. You're being asked to be present. I feel like there's some anxiety going on. Stay present. You might be focused on too much of the past being called back into the present. There could be somebody new coming in for you, a new energy. I'm not sure that you're in the right headspace to entertain new energy. I think you're still kind of healing. I don't feel like there's an emotional... you just don't have that emotional connection right now that you usually do. Knight of Wands. I mean, this could be a booty call. And sometimes, you gotta eat. So, if, Knight of Cups is not about emotion. So if you come across, this Knight of Wands energy, maybe that is something that you want to entertain. No judgment here. But make sure that, going in, you don't want to get hurt. This is something that you want to stay present for. You don't want to focus on the past. But just know the intention of this Knight of Wands and come clean. Be like, I'm not available for emotional connection right now, or vice versa. You have to be honest with a Knight of Wands energy, because people tend to get hurt if don't put everything on the table. Three of Swords. Yep, heartbreak. I'm telling you, I saw that coming from a mile away. I feel like this Knight of Wands energy is somebody's going to get attached to this fling that they've been having. Maybe they're having a summer fling, and I feel like summer lovin' is doing you dirty, or will do you dirty. I feel like, at some point the summer ends and we are called to, go back to real life. And unfortunately, that could cause heartache, especially if you're being with the Knight of Wands. Okay, what else do we have, Spirit? What else are we looking at? Six of Pentacles, give and take. Now that seems like a very mature relationship, or a mature road to take. Now this doesn't have to be a relationship. This could be a career. Maybe you're being asked to make as much money as your male counterparts, or everybody is being asked to chip in a certain situation, or something at work. Maybe you're asked to, volunteer at something, and you all have to take a time slot or something, and maybe people are trying to get out of it or whatever, but it's all about give and take, working together as a team. And it's important this month that you have an open mind to that. You're going to also, I just heard, you're going to get what you put out, reap what you sow. You're going to get what you put into something. So that's always something to keep in mind too. If you want something to work out, you're going to have to work hard for it. So that give and take energy is important for the month of August to remember. Let's see what else. Oh, I am called to shuffle the concluding messages. So let's do that. Okay, let's see what we have here. There we go. It's the first card here. Okay. We have, how does this go? Eros. Okay, and it says, though Eros can be depicted as unbridled sexuality and eroticism, a more contemplative understanding of this archetypical energy leads us to the root of desire itself. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? Eros reconnects us with the primal longing to merge with another human being, nature, music, art, plants, food, or anything that we perceive we are separate from. Eros allows us to momentarily unite. Our heart embraces otherness, and in doing so, we further understand our own. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation into love's labyrinth. You may find yourself swirling in a new territory of desire and sensuality. Explore the labyrinth with a curious and honest heart. And remember, though the way is circuitous, you are always being led towards its center. That's so funny because circuitous, like circuits, we have this connectivity. It's like circuits. First card that came out in the reading. And of course, it all ties in with this sensuality, not having emotional ties to somebody, but we all crave sensuality and otherness. All right, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and also hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. And I go live every Monday and Thursday between 6:30 and 7 Eastern Time. So I hope to see you there. And if I don't, I'll catch you here next time. Bye, Libra.